Evening, good morning, good afternoon, Fabulites. This is Angela with another edition of Notes on the News. Not news. It's just my notes on the news where I read to you headlines from my news feed and share with you my thoughts about them if I have any thoughts that I want to share. And my thoughts about the headlines may be based on me being an expert in the subject. Or they may be based on me just having read the headline or something in between. But as I already said, we said it in the title, I'm giving you the disclaimer. It's not the news. It's just the headlines and my thoughts, some of them, on the headlines. So let us proceed. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you'd like to hear more about what I do, reviews of books, movies, TV show reviews, please consider subscribing to my channel and stick around. Let's proceed. Okay, so we got California Thomas Fire becomes largest in state history. This is the one that's going on in like the LA, Southern California. We 2-3 weeks in with the fires. Oh, peace. So that's interesting, too, because that region of the country is like a desert. You know, they import water and everything over there. So I don't know if nature is just like, this is supposed to be barren. So we going back to barren. Let's burn everything down and go back to being what I am, which is a desert. Is that what's going on? But they say wildfires are normal in that region, but this is the biggest. It's become the largest in the state's history that's been recorded. Hidden camera captures rare pig oink oink thought extinct. Titles free 12-day trial comes with new content each day. I was excited because I don't like to do free trials because they be asking for your credit card number, and I don't like for my stuff to be out there and then it be mess and confusion. Oh, you didn't cancel. I did cancel you. I don't do that. And, you know, but anyway, they say that this free trial you can get without giving them your credit card number. And then they have new I might try Tidal. I don't have no room for no new apps, but I don't know. It just sounded exciting. I think it's good. It's a good plan. India bus plunges from bridge, killing 32. I don't know what part of India, but this is coming off of my news feed. So, you know, much peace to all of the families, you know, the people who have made their transition, you know, peace to you as you're transitioning, as you have transitioned, in your families and your community and your friends and all of us in the world. Shrinking humans like they do in Downsizing is actually somewhat possible. And not such a bad idea. I don't know why this movie Downsizing that's been coming out, every time I see the reviews, it just seems so funny to me. I don't know why, but it just cracks me up. So I might go see it. I hope it's good, because I can't stand to go. That's why I want to get this movie thing. I can't stand to go see a movie and be like, I done spent $15 on this and it was just, But if I had, that's why I need to get that plan. What is it called? Movie something? Where you pay like $15 a month, $8 a month, $10 a month, and then you can see unlimited movies. Kroger is taking a direct shot at Amazon and Walmart and making checkout lanes obsolete. You can just scan and go while you're in the store and then just walk out. It's so difficult to conceive of these things. Now, these things are probably going to be the wave of the future. In 5 years, 10 years, your children, my children, grandchildren, they ain't going to know nothing about checkout lines. They're going to be like, what's the checkout line? I don't understand. You had to stand in line to pay? Why would you stand in line to pay? But I'm like, what if you don't want it and you put it, how that work? But anyway. Despite the known threat of white supremacists infiltrating law enforcement, only the FBI is actively investigating. White supremacists and law enforcement, aren't they not the same thing? How do white supremacists infiltrate something that they are? That's like saying the Rileys infiltrated the Riley family. To me. But anyway, I've been following this story for a couple of years, sort of, kind of. Philippines tropical storm Timbin kills 180 in Mindanao. Oh, 180 people, that's a lot. A tropical storm? That's like less than a hurricane, right? Okay, so again, more peace, 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 peace. Rest in peace, live in peace for all of those left behind, family, friends, community, and all of the rest of us. First white farmer gets land back under Zimbabwe's new leader. I was following all this Zimbabwe stuff, and then probably toward the end of it, when they were like, after they had demonized the leader, and they were like talking about, everybody was talking about, or I was reading all these articles about how awful he was, how awful he was. Then I read this article, and somebody is like, what's going on in Zimbabwe is it's a land grab. Zimbabwe is one of the few African countries where white people don't own the majority of the land. And so y'all watch. That's what the article said. Y'all watch. They're going to get rid of this man. Then they're going to give all the land to the white people. And here we see it in the headlines. I can't remember who wrote the article. But when I read it, I'm like, I should have known. Because when does the mainstream press be writing articles about Africa, about African leaders? When does the mainstream press care about the people of Zimbabwe? They don't care nothing about the people of Zimbabwe. They trying to demonize this man so they can justify taking land from the peoples. In my mind, that's what so that I'm like, even like, yeah, the person in Zimbabwe was awful. Whoo, thank God we got this good, wholesome person. A photographer spent 5 years at Nevada's brothels and found legal prostitution was nothing like what he thought. Ooh, I don't know. I'm like so fascinated by the whole sex trade thing. I always say that, right? Sex and sex trade, whether it's, a direct trade, because a lot of people, but anyway, there's always there's like an exchange. Sex is an exchange. So, yeah. Your boarding planes are wrong. Iran's moral police stormed solstice parties to arrest 230 people. I think they saw them posting stuff on Instagram or something, and they went and arrested them. Because I think that they feel that solstice parties are like you're a heathen, so we're going to arrest you. Horrific letters to slave owner R.C. Ballard regarding abuse of the female slave. Doug Jones, who toppled Roy Moore thanks to black votes, may pick an all-white senior staff. What a shock and a surprise. You mean that black people are being used for our labor and then not being part of the compensation plan and the leadership plan and the decision-making plan? You mean they only use us when they need us? They're not fair to black people? I feel like even if it's one or two black folks, it's the same stuff, right? I don't know. Sometimes when I hear myself talking, I'm like, I'm so cynical. I want to be realistic, but I don't want to be cynical. But internal watchdog to probe how a small Florida company won more than $30 million in FEMA contracts. Facebook's new tool reveals any fake Russian accounts you follow. I wonder if I follow any fake Russian accounts. I might. Because they had some black ones. Somebody was like, I wonder how many black people follow. But they had some that were set up to be like blackity black black. Trying to foment more mess and confusion into already messed up and confused America. SAG-AFTRA board member Pamela SAG-AFTRA board member Pamela Guest uses membership first blog post to recount 1970 rape by Oscar-winning composer. Program to ensure low-income children receives only patchwork funding. What a surprise. You mean no one in government and positions of power, for the most part, cares about poor people or brown people? I am shocked. Michigan officers who pulled gun on 11-year-old girl won't be disciplined. What another shock and surprise. India woman burned to death during argument in Hyderabad. And y'all, I think this was another case where the woman didn't want to date the man, so he threw gasoline on her and set her on fire. Rest in peace, Mama. I don't know your name, but rest in peace for you, your family, your community. And I don't understand. So you're not going to date me, you're not going to marry me, so I'm going to burn you up? That's crazy. That's sickness. That's crazy. Who does that? Why? You can't move on? You can't move on and let her move on? We got to kill people now? Y'all crazy. Russian hackers targeted more than 200 journalists and used classic KGB intimidation tactics. EU asylum members linked to temperatures. EU asylum numbers linked to temperatures. I don't know what that was. Opioid crisis linked to 2-year drop in U.S. life expectancy. Russia dog experiment enrages animal rights activists. China urges against dangerous light bulb challenges. Some candy and they putting it in their mouth and then they can't breathe and the candy is shaped like a light bulb or something. But they have a whole trend of Facebook challenges and stuff. Is it Facebook? Light bulb challenges, like social media challenges. Some of them we never hear. Have you heard of the light bulb challenge? I ain't never heard. You heard of it? Bella ain't never heard of the light bulb challenge. Who knew? China's a whole bunch of people over there, and they be doing stuff we don't know nothing about. Ghana Tourism Authority inks deal with U.S.-based Adinkra Group to foster tours, investments in Africa for Black Americans. France couple in China unreachable after Lee Xiaobo tribute. I think they were artists and they did something in tribute to someone who they considered like a human rights activist or a leader or whatever, and they missing in action. That was yesterday. UK ready to retaliate against Russian cyber attacks. Peru's president Pedro Pablo Kuczynski, that sounds Polish, right? Survives impeachment vote. Australia methamphetamine seizure worth a record $1 billion. I think that's the biggest seizure of meth that they've had. Melbourne attack, an isolated incident, says PM Turnbull. Is the dog back? Australian WW1 era submarine found after 13th search mission. Remember this submarine I was talking about a few weeks ago that just disappeared here recently in South America or something like that? So this one is a World War I era submarine they just found. So they may be a long time before they find. Baby elephants bundle up in woolly jumpers. A jumper is like a sweater, but it really just looked like blankets. Miss Thing. 7 interesting things you probably didn't know about Marilyn Mosby. Here's why most planes are white. Keep them cool. After Tiffany Haddish's restraining order against ex-husband emerges, he hires a legal team. What is going on? I was just listening to Tiffany Haddish on the radio, and she's like, she talk about, I like this. She said when she drink her coffee, she like, this is success coffee. When she, whatever she do, like, this is a success video. This is a success rub. This is whatever she do, she call it a success. And then I guess maybe Charlamagne God is like, well, why don't you put some success on your JJ, your relationships? I really couldn't catch what he said. She said, I do, but they're always failures, or I should, or something. I don't know. But anyway, this Miss Tiffany Haddish is she just flowing across the newsfeed these days. Actresses are appealing Kat Sandler's decision. Actresses are applauding. away Kat Sandler's decision to leave E! News after she said her male co-host made twice her salary. We not mad at him because people been getting mad at him, I hear. I'm like, why you mad at him? He didn't pay himself. It's the people who make what? Y'all cut it out. Researchers have figured out why sitting all day is so bad for your health. Stand up, move around. Low-wage workers will get paid more in 18 states after 2018, but they could earn much more if the federal minimum wage had kept up with the economy. Police. Texas woman killed mother, abducted her newborn girl. Sorry, Mama. Rest in peace. Slender Man stabbing. Girl gets 25 years in mental hospital. I don't really know what Slender Man is. I think it's some character. I just thought that was interesting. I think that this, I can't remember now, but I'm suspecting that this girl must be a white child. If it was a black child, it would be, murderer, criminal, awful person, demon gets 25 years, and not like this white girl in a mental hospital, but 25 years to life, gets the life sentence. If it was but anyway. Clearly, if you out, I shouldn't say clearly, if you out here killing people, you crazy. But most killing of people is crazy to me. I mean, I feel like if I'm fighting for my life, I think, I might, killing, in that context. But all this other stuff, I'm mad at you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not passionate enough to understand why I would kill my ex-husband or kill somebody. Somebody. It's like, what could somebody say to me to make me kill them? I don't know. What could somebody do where I'm like, I'm going to kill them? And I mean, like, really, like, go through and kill them. That sounds like mental illness to me. Maybe I just lack passion. After getting fired for looking at job ads, an entrepreneur built a secret recruitment app that hundreds of companies are using. So you can look for a job without putting your name out there. Then the people don't have to know you're looking for a job. Because sometimes, when the people where you work know you're looking for a job, then they might fire you. A preemptive strike. They might fire you or sabotage you so you can't get another job. Looking to buy some stolen credit card numbers? Are you? Well, just head to Facebook. The article said they got, I guess it's just like people. Like, you can't regulate what every person is doing. They can't regulate Facebook. They say you go to Facebook and buy stolen credit card numbers. Who knew? I've never seen that scroll across my timeline. I've just never noticed that. Who doing that? North Korea may be behind a massive cyber attack on South Korean Bitcoin exchange that caused it to collapse. A South Korean Bitcoin exchange. Catalonia election, separatist parties keep their majority. South Korea fittingly equips high-speed train with high-speed LTE. Cuba says current leadership to remain through April. And that's what I got. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this segment is called Notes on the News. I'm Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. Please consider subscribing. The next review that I think that I'm going to be doing is Real Housewives of Atlanta. If they come on this week, it's like Christmas or something, right? I don't know if they're coming on or not. But, and also I'm going to continue my review of Skinny Girl in Transit, which is a show you can find on YouTube. I just stumbled upon it on YouTube, but it is one of my favorite shows. They just completed season 4, but I think I'm like on season 2 in my reviews and my recaps. We getting ready for the new year to start. There'll be a lot of exciting shows on that I'm going to be reviewing, and recapping. I don't know if I'm going to have time to read any more books, but I should make time to read more books, but I got other stuff to do. So anyway, again, I'm Angela. If you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing. If you like what I do here and you like me, I like you. If you are a subscriber, I like you. I love you. You are the greatest. Everybody who's listening, you the number one you. So be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you.